Isabella of Castile, the queen who shaped a nation and an era. Isabella I, Queen of Castile and Leon, reigned over a pivotal period in Spanish history, leaving an indelible mark on the Iberian Peninsula and the world. Her life, from her unexpected ascent to the throne to her ambitious policies and enduring legacy, is a compelling narrative of power, piety, and profound transformation. Early life and the struggle for succession. Born on April 22, 1451, in Madrigal de las Altas Torres, Isabella was the daughter of John II, King of Castile, and his second wife, Isabella of Portugal. Her early life was marked by political instability and familial strife. When her father died in 1454, her half-brother Henry IV inherited the throne. Henry's reign was plagued by discontent among the nobility, and his legitimacy as king was frequently questioned. Isabella and her younger brother, Alfonso, lived relatively quietly with their mother. However, they soon became pawns in the power struggles of the Castilian court. The League of Nobles, opposing Henry IV, initially supported Alfonso as the rightful heir. This led to a period of civil war. When Alfonso died unexpectedly in 1468, the nobles turned their attention to Isabella. Despite pressure from the rebellious nobles to claim the throne immediately, Isabella demonstrated remarkable political acumen. She refused to usurp her half-brother, but instead negotiated with him. In the Treaty of the Toros de Guisando, 1468, Henry IV recognized Isabella as his heir, provided she married with his consent. This agreement, however, was short-lived. Marriage to Ferdinand and the unification of crowns, Isabella, displaying independence and strategic foresight, chose her own husband, Ferdinand II, heir to the crown of Aragon. Their clandestine marriage on October 19, 1469, in Valladolid, was a bold move that defied Henry IV and laid the foundation for the future unification of Spain. Henry IV, angered by Isabella's defiance, revoked his recognition of her as heir and instead designated his daughter, Joanna la Beltraneja. Upon Henry's death in 1474, a succession crisis erupted. Isabella, with the support of a significant faction of nobles and the populace, proclaimed herself Queen of Castile and Segovia. Joanna's supporters challenged her claim, leading to a civil war. The War of the Castilian Succession, 1475 to 1479, was a crucial period that tested Isabella's resolve and political skills. Despite facing military challenges and internal opposition, Isabella, with Ferdinand's support and her own determined leadership, ultimately prevailed. The Treaty of Alcazovas in 1479 formally recognized Isabella as the Queen of Castile. With Ferdinand's ascension to the throne of Aragon in the same year, the two major Iberian kingdoms were united in a personal union under their joint rule. Consolidation of royal power and internal reforms. Isabella and Ferdinand, often referred to as the Catholic monarchs, embarked on a program to consolidate royal power and bring stability to their realms. They understood the need to curb the influence of the powerful nobility and establish a more centralized authority. Key aspects of their internal reforms included the Santa Hermandad, Holy Brotherhood. This nationwide league of armed men served as a rural police force, effectively suppressing banditry and maintaining order in the countryside. Control over the military orders. The monarchs brought the wealthy and influential military orders, Santiago, Calatrava, and Alcantara, under royal control, significantly increasing their power and resources. Reform of the justice system. They worked to establish a more efficient and impartial justice system, strengthening the authority of royal courts. Economic policies. While their economic policies were not always consistent, they generally aimed to promote trade and industry, though often prioritizing the interests of Castile. Religious policy and the Spanish Inquisition. Religion played a central role in Isabella's reign. Deeply devout Catholics, the monarchs sought religious uniformity within their kingdoms. This led to one of the most controversial aspects of their rule, the establishment and vigorous support of the Spanish Inquisition. Initially intended to identify and punish conversos, Jewish and Muslim converts to Christianity, who secretly practiced their former faiths, the Inquisition quickly expanded its scope and became a powerful tool for enforcing religious orthodoxy and royal authority. It was characterized by harsh methods, secrecy, and a lack of due process, leading to the persecution, imprisonment, and execution of many individuals. In 1492, the Catholic monarchs issued the Alhambra Decree, ordering the expulsion of all Jews from Castile and Aragon who refused to convert to Christianity. This decision had a profound impact on Spanish society and economy, leading to the loss of a significant and often highly skilled segment of the population. Similar policies, though implemented later, targeted the Muslim population, Mudéjars living in Granada after its conquest. Initially granted religious freedom, they were eventually pressured to convert or face expulsion. The Reconquista and expansion. Isabella was a driving force behind the final stages of the Reconquista, the centuries-long effort by Christian kingdoms in the Iberian Peninsula to expel Muslim rulers. The culmination of this effort was the Granada War, 1482 to 1492. Isabella personally involved herself in the war effort, demonstrating her leadership and commitment. The fall of Granada in 1492 marked the end of Muslim rule in Spain and was a momentous achievement for the Catholic monarchs, significantly enhancing their prestige and power. Their ambition extended beyond the Iberian Peninsula. They pursued an active foreign policy, aiming to secure their kingdoms and expand their influence. This included strategic marriages for their children and interventions in European conflicts. The voyages of Christopher Columbus and the dawn of a global empire. Perhaps one of the most transformative events of Isabella's reign was her support for the voyages of Christopher Columbus. Despite initial skepticism and financial constraints, Isabella provided crucial backing for Columbus's westward expedition. While the monarchs primarily sought new trade routes to Asia, Columbus's voyages in 1492 led to the European discovery of the Americas. This pivotal moment had far-reaching consequences, laying the foundation for the vast Spanish Empire and dramatically altering the course of world history. Isabella played a key role in the early stages of Spanish colonization, though her policies towards the indigenous populations of the Americas remain a subject of significant historical debate and criticism. Patronage of arts and learning. Despite her focus on politics and religion, Isabella was also a patron of the arts and learning. She surrounded herself with educated individuals and supported the establishment of schools and universities. Her court became a center of intellectual activity, contributing to the flourishing of the Spanish Renaissance. Later life and legacy. Isabella first died on November 26, 1504, in Medina del Campo. Her death marked the end of a remarkable era. Her reign, alongside that of Ferdinand, fundamentally shaped the future of Spain. They laid the groundwork for a unified Spanish nation, established a powerful monarchy, promoted religious unity, albeit through often harsh means, and initiated Spain's rise as a global power. Isabella's legacy is complex and multifaceted. She is remembered as a strong and determined ruler, a devout queen who championed the Catholic faith, and a key figure in the unification and expansion of Spain. However, her role in the Spanish Inquisition and the expulsion of Jews and Muslims remains a source of criticism and historical debate. Despite the controversies, Isabella I of Castile remains one of the most influential figures in Spanish history. Her political acumen, unwavering determination, and ambitious vision left an enduring impact on the Iberian Peninsula and the world, ushering in a new era of Spanish dominance and global exploration. Her life serves as a testament to the power of a single individual to shape the destiny of a nation and alter the course of history.